What is up, folks? So I've been talking to myself for a little bit. I thought I hit the go live button, but apparently not. So it's good to see everybody. Jermaine Spencer, thank you for jumping into a new level of membership. I do appreciate it. We're gonna pop out the chat and get started with the RealFlight here in a second. Now, there is a lot of folks that are already up and running in the RealFlight virtual fly-in room. It is already up and running and available. So if you look in the video description, it's going to have the name of the room as well as the password, which is Jenny's phone number. So if you know what Jenny's phone number is, you'll be able to get in. So I wanted to, give a quick shout out to everybody. Nathaniel Pulling, Plains Archery, Table Tennis, David Yourself. Let's see, Farmer Man, Joseph Youngblood, David Martin Graff, Spencer Keith, Nate Kugel, what is up? George Watts, Dennis Farley, hello sir, William Mergita, Bravo's RC Build Hanger, Paul McNeil, Victor Shamulus, Tyson D. Strong. It is good to see everybody. Mr. Flying Times. So, I had tried to mention it earlier, but oh man. What's up, Spencer? Thanks, man. I will fly jets tonight just for you. What's up, Kenny? So, tonight we were going to do a competition to see who can do the lowest knife edge pass. But since there have been a couple of new things that have happened since last month and this month, I wanted to change it up a little bit. And rather than doing the lowest knife edge pass, I want to play around with some of the new planes that have been introduced with RealFlight 9.5. So for those of you guys that have RealFlight 9, go ahead and update that to RealFlight 9.5 by clicking on Update in the splash screen when you first start it up. And I am going to switch it over to RealFlight so we can all enjoy some of the great flying demonstrations that have been going on this evening. And we'll try to get the sound, where it's not like out of control loud. So there was a Pitts in here before, but this one that I am flying right now, this is the new Pitts S2B. It is a Hangar 9 model. This thing is a big boy. Big balsa job, so when it breaks, it has that nice balsa crunch. I kind of like this thing. So I think that you guys can hear some of the, oh, there it is. That's what, yeah. There is no SU-30 added yet. So, Farmerman, if you already have RealFlight 9 installed, and it's registered. When you open up RealFlight 9 in the splash screen, it will have a little button that says download, update, or update to RealFlight version 9.5 or something like that. All right. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the sound. You guys should be able to hear it, but for whatever reason, it is acting a little hokey. There we go. I can hear it now. Oh, if you're upgrading, there is no like upgrade, right? So you have to buy the software and you can get it on Steam. Yes, because I don't need both landing gear. Yeah, you get the digital version. But if I were you, if you already have the controller, I would get it from Steam. Because I'm not sure if you can you get it straight from Horizon as a digital download? I mean, what they probably will give you is a Steam code where you can go into Steam, input the code, and get it. So either way, it ends up being the same thing. Now, has anybody figured out how to get the... Has anyone figured out how to get the Night Timber X to move? Because I have not been able to get the Night Timber X to do anything. Yeah, this is the big giant Hanger 9 Cub Crafter's Cub. This is a huge model. No, planes, archery, and table tennis. I have, decided not to do the knife edge competition tonight. Not because I don't want to do the knife edge competition, but because there's a new version of RealFlight, man. And why not play with this new version of RealFlight? So yeah, I wanted everybody to, get a chance to play around with some of these new planes that are available in RealFlight 9.5, and maybe do some crazy formation flying with some Blue Angel, some Thunderbirds F-16s. Because, I mean, how cool is that? So the RealFlight 9 controller, in my opinion, is better than the old school Interlink. but that's what I have. I have the tactic version of the Interlink controller. And the new one does have more switches. You know, it's shaped like a Spectrum controller, so you know, I'm sure that it's probably more comfortable and, you know, probably feels a little better in the hand than the tactic controller. Yeah. All the planes that you have in RealFlight 9, it just upgrades RealFlight 9 to 9.5, so you don't lose anything that you've already got. Now, if you have 8 and you upgrade to 9, you'll actually have 2 different versions of RealFlight, right? Because RealFlight 9 will install alongside RealFlight 8, so you'll have RealFlight 8 and RealFlight 9, and the planes do not transfer over. I am terrible. So yeah, you can use an IX12 with RealFlight. The issue is that the little dongles that come with RealFlight only support up to 8 channels, right? So if you're only running, if you're running an 8-channel radio or better, like if you're running a DX9 or an IX12 or an IX20, you know, you're not going to be able to use all 12 channels to control RealFlight, which is fine if you don't care. But the DX Interlink controller does offer a little bit better, you know, functionality. But yes, you can absolutely use, like, any DX series radio will work with a or any DSMX or DSM2 radio will work with the dongle. All right. My depth perception in this game is terrible. It's terrible on Real too. Who am I kidding? Yes. So I dig this new F-16. Let's see what else they got to play with in here. I think they got that new V1200. Did they have the SR22 before? I don't remember. They do not have the Blue Angel. I was flying an Air Force Thunderbird. Yeah, I can't remember if they had the Cirrus before. If they did, I don't remember it. They may have. So I have a Blue Angel F-18, but it's not one. I got it off of the Knife Edge. What do they call that? Like the Knife Edge sharing thing. No, the IX-12, so if you guys can see this down in the corner, you have to use the little dongle, you know, so you grab your little dongle, either your WS-1000 or your WS-2000, so either one of these guys, and you create a new model, you plug this into your computer, and it'll have a bind button either on the top on the WS-2000 or on the back. There's a little bind button, and that'll put it in the bind mode, and you'll see a little orange light blinking in there. And then in your model on the radio, you do your bind just like you would bind to an airplane, because all this is, it has like a little micro receiver in it, a little DSMX micro receiver inside the Bluetooth dongle. So when you bind it to the radio, then you set up your radio, and this will show up as a game device in your Windows PC. It does not work on Macs, but if you're playing RealFlight, you're not using a Mac anyway, so it is all good. All right. They already had the Carbon Z, Cessna. They got the Apprentice STS in here now. I think they may have had that in 9 anyway. I don't remember, but I think they did. I think they had the STS in here. I think they had the EC-1500. They've got the E-Flight F-15. They had the FMS F-15 in here already. But now they've got the little 64mm E-Flight F-15, which is always a load of fun. It doesn't have enough oomph to get over the top. So they should give you the option to like pull the landing gear off of this thing if you don't want it. They got the Habu, the Havoc. They've got the Night Timber, but I haven't found out how to get... Yeah, I suck, dude. I haven't been able to get the Night Timber to do anything. So if anybody knows how to get the Night Timber to start flying, that'd be awesome. I mean, I hit the throttle, it does nothing. It just sits there. And that sucks. Because I want to use it. Oh, they've got the new P-51 Mustang. Nice. I like this plane. I like it so much. I like to break all the blades off the propeller. Oh no. Uh-oh. Turning what lights on? Can you turn the lights on? On that Night Timber? Like, is there a way to turn the lights on and off? I don't know. Hey, look, this might be the first plane in RealFlight history that actually rolls to the left when you punch the throttle on the ground. It doesn't do the crazy, you know, ground loop like a P-51 does, but it does roll the wings, you know, from the torque of the propeller. Let's see if we can catch that. Come on, you piece of crap. All right. So I got my takeoff flaps in. And with most of the freaking tail draggers on RealFlight, you can just nail it and it won't do anything weird. But check this out. With the Mustang, if I hit it, it'll roll it to the left. You see that? That's pretty cool. So it looks like they're working on you know, some torque physics for the tail draggers in RealFlight, which will be excellent. I think that's one of the dynamics of RealFlight that is missing is, you know, getting real good, you know, torque effects and things like that, especially when you're talking like big prop tail draggers. But this one seems to do it. Beautimous. So I like the new Mustang. Yeah, that P51 can get up and go, man. Kevin Trappin, you can still join us on RealFlight 7.5 or RealFlight 8. You don't have to have RealFlight 9 to jump into the multiplayer. And it looks like they have a turbo temper now. I don't think they had a turbo temper before, so that is fun. Oh, and they have a twin water. Oh, and it's a 4S turbo timber. So it's actually got a little bit of oomph. And where is, yes, the new Speed Demon, the V1200. I gotta try it out. Hey, look, even the V1200 rolls to the left a little bit when you take off at max throttle. All right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that V9, the V1200 is a zippy little bastard. Uh-oh. All right. I'm trying to find out, like, I'm trying to try out, like, all the new stuff. What other new stuff do they got in here? Oh, the UMX turbo timber. Look at that. Do they have other UMX sized planes? I think they do. What up, GB? Mr. Deuces, how you doing? Partial White? Yeah. I was playing around with the new pits earlier. I think there's some other, like, brands that are not E-Flight. Yeah, here's my Blue Angel F-18, but no one else will be able to see it unless it's people that have it. And this is a big turbine model. Hey, look at that. Matt M's got one. Uh-oh. Yeah, play Danger Zone. This thing slows way down. Yeah, they added a lot of new stuff with, like if you're still running like RealFlight 8 and wondering if it's worth the upgrade, I say it most definitely is. Worth upgrading to like RealFlight 9. Um, because between the airplanes that come with RealFlight 9 stock and all the extra ones that they added in RealFlight 9.5, yeah, I'd say it's definitely worth the upgrade now. Oh no. Let's see. I don't think they added any new fly zone stuff. I know they added. I haven't tried out that Twin Otter yet. I think I saw that. Twin Otter. Yep, now I've seen a bunch of Twin Otters at the field. I've never flown one. I don't know if they're worth a crap or not, but I mean, it seems like a pretty fun plane to fly. But aren't they all? No, no, no. That was the, that is a different F-18. That is not an E-Flight F-18. That's one that you can add from the swap pages. Oh, wow. You can destroy it, too. Oh, oops. I think there was something else. So they got the big Hanger 9 Carbon Cub, the Crafter's Cub, the new pits, the Valiant. That might be new, that Valiant 10cc. They got the Aero Scout in there now. That's kind of cool. The Carbon Cub S Plus. This must be new. This Parkmaster 3D. The PAU 30. No, that's not new. That Parkmaster 3D might not be new either. Oops. All right, see you, Jeff. Uh-oh. Ugh. Let's see. I'll try a biplane. I'll try that big old Hangar 9 Pitts. Not that Pitts. This Pitts. Uh-oh. Hmm. Maybe I should have tried the other pits. Yeah, I don't think I've got a Waco. A Waco. Yes, 9.5. It is good. There's so much new stuff. There's new airfields too, but in order to maintain compatibility with the guys that are in here flying 7.5, we aren't going to shift over to one of the new airfields. But they've now got the AMA fields in here, which is cool. They did not have that before. And they've also got Eli Field, which was part of RealFlight 9, like the standard version of RealFlight 9. Oh, man. This is fun stuff. Dave's RC. What? Who's playing tonight? Oh, the Patriots are playing tonight. That's right. Without Cam Newton, because he's got the COVID-19. And the Falcons are playing the Packers. Ugh. I'm pretty sure I can guess how that one's going to go. Let's see. Oh, that's right. They got the little E-Flight A10 now. I forgot about the A10. Bird. Bird. Uh-oh. All right, we got the A10 from E-Flight, this twin six. Uh-oh. I wrecked it. All right, I'm taking off one more time with the new E-Flight A10 in RealFlight 9.5. Now let's see. My game is like jumpy. Yes. I'm pretty sure the Packers are going to pack the Falcons up and send them back home. With their losing streak intact. Man, every time. Maybe that's the key. Just stay inverted the whole time. Nope. Oh, come on. That should have been able to take off again. That's Don Willman, hadn't you figured out by now that's how I land everything? Timothy Nelson, good day, sir. Hamilton's Hanger, hello. When will it stop climbing? Probably never. Uh-oh. Well, I know when it stops diving, when it hits the ground. Fred Barron, how you doing tonight, sir? How are you doing? We're just doing a little bit of virtual fly-in. It's the first Monday of the month. So this is what we do. We gather like idiots and fly fake RC airplanes, which is like 2 degrees of fake airplanes. So the F-18 is in the Knife Edge software swap pages in their forums. They've got a lot of different aircraft that you can add to RealFlight, and the F-18 is one of them. All right, Fred Barron, thank you, sir. Thank you very much for the super chat. We always appreciate it, and we always thank you for your support. Not just for us, but for the entire community. Fred Barron is awesome. David Martin Graff, thank you. All right. This little 70 millimeter F-16 is fun to fly. I do not have one myself, not a real one. I've only got it here on RealFlight. But this is one of those that I would certainly like to try at some point, you know, and get a real one. Of course, in the Thunderbirds livery, so I can have all of the US demo teams represented at least. Dude, was I just getting some gyro oscillation on a frickin' stock airplane? Does the Army have a show team? So the Army has what I believe they call the Black Knights, and they're a parachuting team. But, you know, we need some of our Army sisters to verify that. Golden Knights. Uh-oh. Yeah, I like that. The high alpha landings you can do with that E-flite F-16, even in the game. That's nice. I think I just jumped over somebody. Oh, the Dynam. Is that the F4U? I'd have to check that one out. I don't think I've seen any of the Dynam F4s. You know, I kind of wish they'd do another FW190 with flaps, like the split flaps and all the other swanky features that an FW190 has. I'm not used to having so much runway to land on. I know this one isn't new, but it's still cool. Yeah, you didn't know you could do a blimp? There's all kinds of crazy stuff in here, Ray. Hey, you know what this Havoc is missing? A green fiery booty. Ugh. Woohoo! That stupid blimp. Crack ass, fly the blimp. Made me destroy my havoc. That was funny. And all the way up until then, I'm having a good flight. Ah, damn it. I didn't try that. The E-Flight F-16 with, oh, I can just make it 400% faster. It doesn't seem 400% faster. Something's up. You guys are so picky. Uh-oh. Yep, I am no longer, I'm not well versed enough to be able to get this thing to like float in like super high alpha. If it can be done in the simulator, I would assume that it can be. Yep, I'm trying. I'm trying throttle control. All right. I mean, that one seemed all right. Yes, that's what I've been doing, Ray. Full up elevator. So I've been letting off the gas, so I'll do it here. Letting off the gas, letting it slow down. So right now I've got zero throttle, letting it get into that high alpha, and now I'm using the throttle and the rudder to steer it. I will figure this out. The stupid guns. Old E-Flight. Old RealFlight? All right. Ah. Somebody swiped my freaking vertical stab right off. I'd like to know too, because if somebody that has one of these F-16s, could tell me like, oh yeah, the RealFlight 9 F-16 is very close. I think Horizon might be selling an F-16 that day. Well, yeah, I mean, F-16s don't have flaps, so that's about how it goes. Now, that's one that I can give a direct comparison to is the Viper. I do have a Viper. Yeah, I'm pretty well versed in how it flies. So I don't believe the roll rate is that quick. Out of the box, you have to move the ball links on the elevators to the outermost hole. Yep, the Viper is at least in my opinion is a little more floaty, like the real Viper is a little more floaty than this one. This one wants to like sink out more, where the real Viper will just kind of glide for a while. I mean, everything else is pretty similar. I think at least perception-wise, I think the Viper might be a little faster than the model in RealFlight 9. And you definitely want to be smoother on the landings than I'm being here. Otherwise, you'll bend the gear up on the Viper, but I mean, it flies pretty close. He's not wrong. I mean, I just think with the nature of the physics in the game, it's going to be nearly impossible to get everything perfect. But, a lot of these you can get really close with, you know. Yep, the Viper is definitely one of those planes that you want to, put it in on the mains. You don't want to three-point it. You don't want to bounce it at all. You want to put it in on the mains with a little bit of speed and butter those landings. Otherwise, you'll jack the gear all up. I would love to never have to change the gear and just leave them chicken wire struts on there. But if you have rough landings, they will bend on you. $9.54. All right, so I am gonna go ahead and start. Woo! Excuse me. I'm gonna leave the leave RealFlight up and running, so folks that are in there can continue to fly and have fun. Excuse me. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream because Gooniac's getting started here in about 20 minutes. And we usually wrap up here right around 10 o'clock. So I wanted to thank everybody for coming out. What you guys were watching tonight was RealFlight 9.5. RealFlight 9.5 has a ton of new models in it. You know, I think they added probably 10 or more new models in RealFlight 9.5. And with RealFlight 9, they added quite a few models. You know, in addition to the models that were added with RealFlight 8 and RealFlight 8 Horizon Hobby Edition. So if you're still running an older version of RealFlight, I would highly recommend go ahead and upgrade. You know, like normally I wouldn't upgrade with every iteration because sometimes it's just not worth it. But they've added so much more with RealFlight 9.5 that I'd say now is one of those times that like it's probably worth the upgrade, you know, to go ahead and grab RealFlight 9.5 with all of the new stuff that's been added. So, yeah, man, Jermaine, thanks for Jeff in Lower Alabama. RealFlight 9.5 just came out, so apparently it was not a full version. It was 9.5, which is an iterative upgrade, which is great for people like us that already have RealFlight 9, because RealFlight 9.5 is a free upgrade for everybody who's got a registered version of RealFlight 9. So that's something else to keep in mind. If you find, you know, a copy of RealFlight 9 out there and they're selling it off cheap, grab it up, because RealFlight 9 does have a free upgrade to RealFlight 9.5. So, something to keep in mind. What up, Nate? What do you got to get set up? Nate, are you doing some lip push-ups? You know, getting some lip warm-ups in? Getting ready to drop some F-bombs? Sorry. Oh, that's funny. Because everybody knows Nate's mouth is about to run a marathon. It's what he do. Nate's gonna go chug like 4 monsters. And then smash the can against his head like Animal House style. So I think that there's got to be some reasoning behind not putting the F-18 in there. And I would think if there was one, it's probably because the version of the F-18 that they've got, I don't know how well it's sold. You know, I can't tell you this for certain, but my understanding was that the Blue Angel that's out now has been in the warehouse for quite some time while they were waiting for the stock of the gray F-18 to sell, because they knew that once they released the Blue Angel, that nobody was going to buy that weird looking gray F-18 anymore. Well, Jeff, the other thing is that with this being RealFlight 9.5, you know, they can get some more dollars from the RealFlight 9 or the RealFlight 8 folks. I mean, typically they don't do a free upgrade to the next full number unless you bought like RealFlight. Say you bought RealFlight 9.5 and RealFlight 10 comes out a month later. You will get RealFlight 10 for free. And usually it's, I think, within 90 days. So if you buy the full version or you buy, you know, version whatever, and then the next version comes out within 90 days of you purchasing the original one, that's what they did, you know, to go from 7.5 to 8, and that's what they did to go from 8 to 9. 9.5 is a free upgrade for people that already have 9, but, you know, that it is what it is. You know, I think people with liquid income can do that. People that have, you know, people that have enough money to burn can buy 2 F-18s, you know, buy the gray one to screw it up, and then get the Blue Angel version to not screw it up. But, you know, there's a lot of weird stuff going on with the E-Flight Blue Angel that I don't mind on the standard gray version of the F-18 from E-Flight because it looks decent, you know, like the armament on the wing rails or the wingtip rails. There should be no missiles on the wingtip rails. There should be no missiles on, you know, on the fuselage missile stores, you know, that are like on the aft end of the fuselage. You know, under the wings. There's missiles molded into the fuselage. There's missiles molded into the wing rails. Like, come on, guys. It's the Blue Angels. The Blue Angels don't fly with ordnance. You know, the only thing that I have ever seen a Blue Angel aircraft have on it is a drop tank. And that's only for like long transits. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and jump off here. Thank you guys all for coming out tonight. Thank you to all of the sheriffs. I don't have the list pulled up or I would name you all off. To all of the members of the channel, we appreciate you. We will be back at it next week, hopefully with a special guest. Back to our normal talking format. And stay tuned to the channel. We've got a couple of videos that are in the process of getting edited right now that have been kind of a long time, you know, a long time coming. They've been recorded for like a month and I just never released them. So hopefully I'll get a couple of those out here in the next few days. And we will see you guys next week. Everybody make sure to click on that link and let's all join Ray for his show here in about 10 minutes. And until next week, we will see you guys later. Everybody have a great week.